Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The show brings you game one of a huge four-game weekend set. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away, and towing the slab here, Osvaldo Bido. What do you have on him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So they're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Next one misses, and the count even 1-1. Harris with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor. And there's one away. Here's David Fletcher.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball there. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Swing and a ground ball. Lindor on the first. Ozuna is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Braves nothing, Mets coming to bat. This is Mets baseball. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Bryce Elder. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Francisco Lindor, hitting a ton of homers this year. Second most in the National League. Over to first, and he saved. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender.
1 ball, no strikes.
Runner! There goes the runner. Pitch inside. Throw. Save! That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Now 3-0. And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. One away with a runner at third as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Marisnik makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Down to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's a high chopper, and that's foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
On the ground to third. And that'll do it.
Out.
One hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the second. Here's Matt Olson. Beto back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2. Got him swinging. One gone here.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Next pitch is outside. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1
Good
strike.
late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's Starling Marte.
Designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Swinging a foul out of play. Fastball is outside.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees. And next for the Mets, Yainer Diaz. Into center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Into the bullpen and gone. They'll circle the bases. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the left shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's O'Neal Cruz. And first offering is fouled off.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And a foul ball. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is. Welcome back.
Leading
and coming off a
the
series
Braves,
where the pitching
catcher,
was
Sean
outstanding. Murphy. We take a look at those numbers. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Headed towards the corner. Soto makes the grab, 1 away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases, and that's a double.
Waste no time there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Sends it to first, and there's 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
This to third, and they put the tag on him for the out. One left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. Back here in Queens. And the batter now, Jose Ramirez. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
So a man aboard. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Checks over to first. Back safely. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Runner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's Juan Soto. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Pickoff throw. Lindor back in there. Soto in his 8th season, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Lindor on the move. And that one fouled off. Lindor at first, one gone. And a swing and a miss.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Marisnik hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Grounded out his first time. Check on the runner. Lindor back in there. Lindor on the move. Ball misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Ball.
In the dirt. The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one not close. And the count's full. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Stays alive. A dive. Nice stop. From his knees, the throw. And they get the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Fletcher.
That's in for a strike.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know,
0-1.
it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Ozuna stands in now and watches strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
And that
One
one
ball,
almost
2
got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to the left, Lindor tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And now Matt Olson up to hit.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ball.
Just missed. Fought off foul. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Profar now. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cruz moving under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH. Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
Ground ball, Olson. He'll do it himself. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting.
So up next, Yainer Diaz. Singled and scored his first time. And it's fouled away. Out to short, Arcia. And a couple of quick outs.
You know, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you've got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
It's 0-1.
And ball 1.
That's outside.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Misses.
Ball.
Now 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Buck Farmer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee also getting ready. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Elder fires. Swings through that.
1 and 2's the count.
The 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
2 and 2.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Two outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one to first, Olsen. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Beto back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Braves need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now batting catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. Flied to right his first time. And delivers outside.
That's a ball.
The Mets leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. And now 1 and 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
On the ground to short, Lindor whips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Pitching for Atlanta.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Buck Farmer.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of slice that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And another ball. Runner at first with no outs here. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Way out front. For strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. The throw to second is offline. First and second, 1 out. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Andujar on second. Lindor over at first with 1 away. That one misses, and that is ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch is outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Starling Marte up to hit. Little chopper rolls foul. Two on, 1 out.
That's a ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Excellent location right there. Flirted with the zone, tried to get in the chase.
Two on, 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one way outside. 2-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Last half of inning number 5. Look out!
That hit him.
And
that
it hit him.
Base.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Jazz Chisholm Jr. up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. And strike 2.
0-2. Ball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs. Good eye right there.
That's low. That's a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
The 2-2 now. And down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Marisnick. Marisnick measures 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Fernando Cruz.
Number 64.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider. Start it middle away, let it break, and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Line drive, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Line drive and foul ball. Harris leads off first with 1 away. And that one is inside. Fair ball. throw into third, in there safely.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. Fastball for a strike. Check swing.
No, that missed.
No appeal. And now it's even 1-1. A little bit
That's
low.
low. That's
Good
a ball.
spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. 2
2-2.
balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, a short could be 2. Over to Jazz. There's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Angel Perdomo.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Cruz up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Lee, a left-hander, also throwing.
That's a ball.
And that's outside. And another
3-0.
ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Foul ball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Here's Miguel Andujar. 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. On the ground right side. Olsen steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Mets.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Jose Ramirez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that skips in the dirt. Way high there. And it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. That one felt good. His 11th of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
That's in there, and that is strike 1. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases, his 16th homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Albies, the next to hit, takes outside. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You got a full count.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So here's Murphy now, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Albies, the base runner at first with 1 out, and that misses. Ball. And a count now 2-0.
2-0.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one missed.
Ball.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one clips the corner.
Ball. 1-1.
Just
That
missed.
missed. That's a ball. 2-1.
And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
So now here's the DH. Starling Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's outside. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
And that's in there at the knees.
1-1.
Swing and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And here is Yainer
in, ball.
Diaz.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That's down and in. Line drive caught.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered here in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Outside low, and the count even 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. 1 run across. The throw in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Angel Perdomo gives way, and the line not closed. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Pierce Johnson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball.
On the ground,
foul.
right side, and it goes just foul. Marte at third, Chisholm at first, 1 gone. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Andujar in the box now. No balls and a strike. Inside.
Ball, that's it.
And 1-1. On the inside corner for a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 8 and the Braves back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Cruz back to work, and that's in there at the knees for a strike. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Jake
Now
Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
No ball.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Harris now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground at first. Stops it on a slide. The feed for one. Back to the pitcher at first, and it's offline.
Now batting.
Well, he had the chance at turning two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And the batter now, David Fletcher. And that is that. One left for Atlanta. It's still an 8-1 ball game. This game's a bit of a blowout, so let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
See, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. And that door swings open out of the bullpen. You know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher, so your ability to go to school on one guy. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Ramirez at second with nobody out. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2's the count. Ball.
Johnson checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Throw to third. Save. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
And now Juan Soto. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Just
no,
misses.
that missed. That's the ball.
Going to count 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir
Guerrero Jr. Up now for the Mets. And a curve is down and in. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Marcelo's new pitcher now, Edwin Diaz.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Fastball for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. That one inside. 1-0. Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. That's a hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Profar in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Olsen over at first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two here. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Braves down to their final out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Always nice to win the home opener of a 4-game series. You know you got a lot of miles in the journey against that other team, but it all starts with the first game, and you can set the tone, position yourselves, set up your bullpen, got everybody fresh and ready to go when you're in the driver's seat. We'll see if they can continue that momentum in tomorrow's game.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.